Well, hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. This is a little bit different than what I normally do. I'm usually out on the water making a little blog of how my day was, what I'm doing, kind of what I'm using. Today, though, this is behind the scenes, kind of the flies I'm using, how I tie them, and why I use them. So, in this episode, I'm going to be tying the otter's egg. The otter's egg is by far the best egg pattern that I have ever fished. It's not very durable, so that's a big con, but it's by far the most realistic and it catches the most fish because of how realistic it is. So they're super fast to tie. You can tie them up in about a minute, 2 minutes, depending on how fast of a tire you are. They're easy and cheap, so you can tie up a bunch, the night before you go out fishing. And because they're not very durable, you can burn through them all that day and not feel bad about it because you didn't waste a lot of time. So I'm gonna get to the tying. See you guys at the vise. Alrighty guys, let's get into this video. This is a super easy egg pattern like I was talking about before. You can have two materials. Really all you need is one material. I'm going to tie the one material version first, and all that is that little otter egg like I was talking about before. Super soft, super realistic, I guess I want to say. But all I'm going to do to prep this is just take my bodkin and shove it through the egg just so I can slide it over this eyelet. So the egg is prepped, that's all we need to do. Now what I'm going to do is take my thread. I like to use a 140 type of denier, just so it can hold onto the egg a little bit better and hold the whip finish better. I don't need a thin profile with this because this is a very bulbous material. So in this one, I'm going to be doing just the 6/0 uni thread and white. Don't get too caught up in the colors. I just like white because it kind of provides a natural veil type of look. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. I'll tie one with a red thread here in a sec, but just need to apply a little bit of thread. That's about it because this is not very big, so it's going to cover all that thread anyways. I'm going to take some of this glue. This is Zap-A-Gap. You can use some gel, whatever it is, just whatever you like, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to apply just a little bit on there, just enough so I can hold the egg into place. Like I was talking about before, these are not very durable, so don't get caught up in making sure this fly is going to last forever. So I took my egg off the bodkin, and I'm just going to slide it over this eyelet and pull it through like so. Boom, that is pretty much set. I'm going to kind of rotate this. I kind of did it uneven. There we go. And then now I have this thread back here. All I'm going to do is grab my egg so it doesn't slide around or move forward. Kind of do a semi-tight, semi-loose wrap underneath, like so, just to kind of hold it in place. Again, it's going to fall apart, so no matter how many thread wraps you put on there, it's still going to fall apart. And I feel like the more thread wraps I put on this, the less natural it looks. So that's enough for that. Literally all I have to do now is grab my whip finisher, and I just do 2, 4, 5 turn whip finishes, tighten them up, cinch them down, make sure they're tight, and boom, just like that, that fly is done and ready to fish. So that is option 1, just the egg itself. I'm going to tie another version, kind of with a red thread to kind of give it a blood dot effect. Let me prep this fly real quick. Got this hook on here, and you guys, I forgot to mention what hook this was. This is a Daiichi 1120 size 12. I don't really get caught up on the hook. I just like a kind of a scud or a caddis pupa type of hook that's 2x heavy. These flies are going to be dredged on the bottom, getting caught in rocks, stuff like that, and also big fish like to eat eggs. So I like the 2x just so it bends out a little less. It's a little more durable. Again, the flies are going to fall apart fast, but I'd rather have the hook fail last rather than the fly. So I'm going to tie version 2. This is kind of the blood dot version. I have some UTC 140 in red. Same thing. I'm just going to secure a little bit of thread down like so. It's probably good right there. Now I'll take my otter egg. This is a chartreuse version. I guess they call it kiwi. Uh-oh, I forgot my glue. A little bit of glue on there. Slide my otter egg on. Bring my thread underneath, secure it down. Got a little extra wax from the thread. And again, just like before, just whip finish once I get that thread up front. Sweet. So that is cut. Now we got a little blood dot version. It just offers a little bit of a different profile. This is kind of the sleek natural look with that white thread and the red thread. Just makes it pop a little bit different, look a little, you know, a little more lively. Mix it up, different profile for the fish. So there's version 2. Now version 3 is going to be same exact fly, just one material is added to this. So what we're going to do is add a little bit of a veil. I'm going to go back to my white thread because when I'm doing any veiled version, I never do a blood dot because it really just kind of looks gaudy to me. Again, it's all personal preference, doesn't matter. It's an egg, it's going to last a couple fish, it's going to catch fish, but mix it up, find what you guys like. So this is the hairline veil material, and I made a little thin strip of it, pulled it out. I'm going to just tie this thin end on. Doesn't matter how long it is, it's all personal preference. Secure that in. Now take this long end and wrap it back like so. And that is probably good right there. So I'm going to do another color. I'm going to do this little pink one here. Going to get this egg prepped like I have been. Just put it right through the bodkin like so. I like to give it a little stretch so it slides through easier. This one seems to be kind of oval shaped, but we'll see how it turns out. So let's get our little bit of zap on there. There's our zap. Then we're going to slide egg on like we have been. Oh, except this one doesn't want to go. There we go. Kind of had to break it. Okay. So, like prior, we're going to bring the thread underneath, bring this forward. Wow, this is a really ugly egg. It's going to turn out a lot worse than they usually turn out. Now I'm going to grab this long section here and fold it over the top of the egg and secure it in. Wow, this is a horrific looking egg. So, got that put up on there. And I'm going to fold this back, secure it in, and whip finish. Guess I did 3 turns on that one, but doesn't matter. It's going to hold up long enough. And then I'm going to take this material and cut it flush with each other. And there you go. There is the veiled version of that egg. Now this egg, like I was talking about, is the actual egg itself. That's a pretty ugly looking one, but it's going to work. It's going to catch fish. Doesn't have to be perfect. No egg is perfect. So an egg fly doesn't have to be so. So there's 3 different variations for you guys. There's the veiled version. This is going to just add like a little bit of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's a seminated egg. So, or fertilized. There you go. It's a fertilized egg. Here's just a standard egg with no veil on there. And then there's the same with a little blood dot. So there's 3 quick and easy variations of an egg fly that I love to fish. You know, they fall apart super fast, but they're the most realistic. They get the most eats, and they're cheap and fast to tie. So I don't mind tying up a bunch of these before I go out on the water. So, you know, give these guys a try. You know, the otter egg just flat out works. Again, don't expect him to last 10 fish. Expect him to last maybe 1 if you're lucky. So, as you can tell, I can move this material around a ton. That super glue in there certainly helps, but it's very soft. So, anyways, super awesome. You know, there's other eggs out there like these chenille eggs and, you know, the glow bug eggs. The glow bugs seem to hold up the best long term, but they have poor hookup ratio. And these ones are kind of somewhere in the middle. They fall apart, not quite as fast as this one, but a lot faster than the glow bug. But I feel like the profile just isn't quite as realistic as the other 2. So if I'm gonna fish one egg out there that I can tie a bunch of super quick, this one is it for you. It's kind of like a guide fly for me. I can whip them up in a minute when I really just bust them out. And a fly that I can tie in a minute, 2 minutes, is a fly that I want to fish and have clients fish. So this is a super effective fly, catches fish, and I can swap them out super easy. Heavy gauge hook goes a long way, and the nice thing too is because it's on this 2X hook, if this fly falls apart, I can strip the materials off and reuse the hook. So anyways, that is it for the tying. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tying video. I'm normally out on the water fishing, but I had a lot of you guys asking about a tying video, so I figured I'd put one up together for you. Quick and easy egg that I love from fall, winter through spring. It just flat out catches fish. Like I was mentioning before, it does not last very long, but it's super realistic and it picks up the most eats. So it's a fast one to tie. If you get good at it, you can tie them up in a minute. So I have no problem tying up 20 of those in one night and then going out and burning through them all the next day because it was super cheap and I didn't spend a lot of time doing it. So if you guys want more tying videos, I'm happy to put them together. I just got to get some lenses for smaller stuff, but if you guys are wanting to do like some streamers, buggers, stuff like that, I can certainly put that together. Just let me know. Let me know what kind of patterns you guys want me to tie and I'll see what I can do. So I will see you next week on Xavier Gun Fishing.